Welcome back to your Pediatric Dentistry channel Tiny Teeth Talks. If you are new to this channel, subscribe the channel, and for details of this channel, visit the bio section, or you can also check out my first video. Today we are going to cover social learning theory by Albert Bandura. For other theories of child psychology, watch all videos on our channel and follow for more. The term social learning reflects the idea that learning doesn't happen in isolation. It occurs within a social context by observing and interacting with others. Unlike traditional theories that focus solely on direct experience like rewards or punishment, social learning theory emphasizes that children can learn indirectly by watching how others behave and what happens to them. So, in pediatric dentistry, social learning theory provides a framework for understanding how children develop dental anxiety, cooperation, and behavioral responses by watching others, especially parents, peers, and dental professionals. Social learning theory proposed by Albert Bandura emphasizes that children learn behaviors through observation, imitations, and modeling. Bandura believed that children don't just learn by doing, they learn by watching others. This is called observational learning, and it's especially powerful in social settings like a dental clinic. So the behavior is socially motivated. Kids want to fit in, be praised, and feel safe, so they copy what they see others doing. Reinforcement help performance, but watching others, which is modeling, is what really teaches behavior. Principles of social learning theory. First is attentional processes. A child must notice the behavior. If they don't pay attention, they won't learn it. Simply exposing the child to the model does not ensure his attention. Factors related to gaining his attention involve the relevancy of the model's behavior to that of the observing child. This means that the observer must be able to associate and identify with the model. Observational learning can be an important tool in management of dental treatment. If a young child observed an older sibling undergoing dental treatment without complaint or uncooperative behavior, he or she is likely to imitate this behavior. If the older sibling is observed being rewarded, the younger child will also expect a reward for being well. Retention process. They must remember what they saw. This means storing the behavior in their mind. If the observer is to reproduce the model's behavior when the model is no longer present to serve as a guide, the response pattern must be memorized and coded in symbolic form. Immediate imitations does not require much cognitive functioning. However, delay imitations require a symbolic transformation and organization of the modeling stimuli. Thus, the learning requires cognitive development. In immediate imitation, a child copies a behavior right away after seeing it. For example, you smile at a toddler and they smile back instantly. So it's a quick and doesn't need much thinking or memory. In delay imitations, the child copies a behavior later after some time has passed. Example, a child watches their sibling calmly get a dental checkup and then remembers and copies that behavior during their own visit the next day. This needs memory to store what they saw, symbolic thinking to mentally reply the behavior, and cognitive development to organize and reproduce the behavior even when the model isn't there. So in pediatric dentistry, immediate imitations might happen if a child sees other kids getting a sticker and sits still right away, and delay imitation is more advanced, like when a child remembers how their siblings behaved last week and tries to do the same now. So delay imitation shows that the child is thinking, remembering, and planning, not just reacting. That's why it's linked to the cognitive growth. The third is motoric pre-production. They must be physically able to copy the behavior. Skills and practice matter here. The amount of observational learning that the child can exhibit depends upon the level of skill that the child has attained. This skill must be coordinated and refined through the self-corrective adjustment based upon performance feedback. Sitting in one dental chair watching the dentist work with the someone else in an adjacent chair can provide a great deal of observational learning about what the experience will be like. Fourth is reinforcement and motivation. motivation. They must want to do it. Rewards or praise make them more likely to try it themselves. When positive incentives are provided, observational learning will be promptly translated over performance. Therefore, the influence of modeling upon behavior will be weakened as a result of failure to observe the relevant activities. So, here is a small chart. So, attention, extent to which we focus on others' behavior. After attention, there will be a retention. Our ability to retain a representation of others' behavior in memory, which we saw by attention. Then, production processes, our ability to actually perform the actions we observe. Okay, we saw someone's behavior with the attention, then we retain that, then we perform the actual action. And the motivation, our need for the action, we witness their usefulness to us. So we want the motivation to perform the action which we retain by seeing with the attention. So these all together make a observational learning, acquisition and later performance of behaviors demonstrated by others. In dental setting, let's say a child watches their older siblings calmly to get a dental checkup and receive a sticker afterward. So the younger child notices the calm behavior, which is attention. They remember how the sibling sat still and smiled, which is retention. They feel confident they can do the same, which is motor reproduction, and they want the sticker too, which is motivation. So next time they are more likely to cooperate, not because they were told to, but because they saw someone else to do it and it looked safe and rewarding. These are the references. If you want this PDF or any other PDF, just like, subscribe and comment or mail ID with the topic and I'll share you the PDF. New videos on Sunday. We also put different shorts, and we will put lots of type of shorts related to pediatric dentistry. So press the bell icon for every update. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.